Well, how are you? Well, good morning. Good morning. How are you? I'm pretty high. I smoked like 3 bowls before we went on. I figured I could get some baked before we came on. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in already. You guys are amazing. Waiting for the show. You guys are amazing. We love you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Tina. How are you?
Good morning, Facebook user. Kelly, how are you today?
Oh, anyway. So I went looking for stories, man. They're all old. There's nothing new coming out right now. I didn't see anything anyway.
No.
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Gentlemen.
Welcome. Thank you. Who the hell?
That's somebody who obviously doesn't know us very well.
Who the hell are they talking to? Gentlemen. I ain't a gentleman since my confirmation. I think that's the last time I was a gentleman. My mom was like, "You were a good little gentleman today," and I was like, "Oh, thank you, mommy." And then, ever since then, it's been downhill.
Downhill ever since, eh?
Yep.
Wow.
Kelly's getting those drops today. We're very excited. She's going to get baked.
That'll be cool. I'm very curious to see how that works.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'd like to know
DJ
and hopefully Kelly will wish to share her experience with us.
Oh, she's gonna share it. She's really gonna share it with me.
Morning, Rick. How are
you?
We have a 420 safe haven.
Oh, well, welcome in. Who is that? Maria, or is that somebody else from the 420 Safe Haven? Love the 420 Safe Haven. You guys rock over there. Great group.
420 Safe Haven is a group?
Yeah. Great group of people. Not a huge group, but, maybe, I don't know. I don't want to misquote, but I think they just got over 1,000 recently or 1,500. I know they just celebrated
fantastic.
A very nice group. Very great people over there. I love they let me share all the time. They come and share their stuff, some knowledge. Some jokes. It's a good time. I like them very much.
Knowledge is power.
Maria is wonderful. Hi, Marie.
Hi, Marie. How are you?
Yeah, we love Marie.
Glitchy witch bitch. How's it going?
I know, Glitchy.
Facebook hates you.
She's on YouTube. She's over on YouTube, so obviously Facebook was giving her a hard time. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Start writing your questions in. If you got questions for us, put them out there. Let's go.
Morning, Chris.
I heard you went to a concert that I would have been interested in going to. Who'd you see last night? I can't remember. Hold on. Don't tell me. You saw somebody, and I was like, damn, I'm jealous. Somebody we play on the radio a lot. I was like, damn. All right, go ahead. Tell me. I heard you were going. Oh, Nubs, right. The Odd Family. Yes.
Who's that?
Right. They are a band, a group, I guess you would call them, a group. Yeah, Odd Squad, right. The Odd Squad. Shaggy Too Dope. Yeah. Was it good? They were a TikTok. They're a group over on TikTok that I follow. They're pretty cool. They're big weed, people. They like the flower. They're all about it. They sing about it. I just got to get the rights to play their music. I mean, I could play it during the day because it's on here, but I can't play it on our shows because I don't have the rights to play it.
Yeah.
And Facebook.
You want to buy the rights.
Oh, yeah, I know. I already get in trouble enough.
I seen a post yesterday that I thought was pretty cool. My cousin. My cousin's daughter, so it's like my second cousin, I guess, got married last year. And we went to the wedding, beautiful event. Everything was so nice. And I knew her husband, Matt, was involved. He has his own music studio where artists record, and I knew he was a drummer, but I didn't realize that he was a performing drummer. And I seen a post from him yesterday that says he had a great time opening for Third Eye Blind and the American Authors. So I guess he's going someplace with his music, which I thought was pretty cool. And I love having musicians in the family. You know what I mean? You know how I feel about the Tea Party and how much I enjoy being involved with them. And now I'm seeing that we got someone in the family too. We might be able to enjoy some live events.
That's awesome, and you can get them to come on and do an interview. You say, "Hey, we need you to come on and do an interview with the hippie."
You never know. I'll be living there shortly enough.
All right, DJ Nephew Nick, I should be live on the radio unless something crazy went on. It looks like it's working perfectly. We should be live out there on Live 365 and tune in. I want to thank everybody out there. You guys, we're working on getting a phone number. Once that phone number is in, you guys out there will be able to call in and answer. I'll be able to answer the phone, I think, in my head. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to
just got to get the last. You just got to get the last three numbers to be WTHC.
Well, I had WEED, and
did you?
Yeah, I had it, and we didn't use it, and they took it away. We didn't use it often enough, so they took it away, and I was like, "You jerks!" But it could still be available. It's a thing through the computer, so it works. You hook get a phone number on your computer.
Oh yeah, that's probably free.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's free. Yeah,
like a WhatsApp or something.
Yeah, something. I don't know. I'm not getting involved in that WhatsApp shit.
I don't know. I don't really use it except for communicating.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, I know a couple of people that don't like to communicate any other way, but I mean, they're people I know, right? So
yeah,
not the same thing.
What else? Jeff is doing his diamond art. I know who that is.
Had a good time at the show. Really nice.
Yeah, they recognized him from last year, so that's cool.
What's the diamond art? Who does the diamond art?
Everybody's doing diamond art. It's a new thing. I think it's a new fad.
What is it?
I have no clue. It's art, and I guess it's diamonds. I really don't know. I mean, it's beautiful when they're done. It's very
just combining
beautiful. It's like
prism shapes.
I don't know. It's like you push down on these things, and I really have no clue. I've never really. I admire everybody's talent and art. It's like paint by number, somewhat, But
really,
but then you got to put the diamonds in the right place. I don't know. I wish you could show me too. Jeffrey has a beautiful koi.
Yeah, because I'm a fan of art. I love art.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, geez.
I'm always curious, and I've never heard of that before.
Well, let me see. Jeffrey's usually naked and stuff, but
oh, nice. Well, we can film from the waist up, no?
Yeah. Let me see if it'll work.
That's funny. I've been fighting with the art all day again today.
I'll send him an invite if he accepts it. It's up to him.
I cannot figure out.
If he accepts it, it's up to him. I sent him an invite. All he has to do is click the link.
There you go. So, I don't know if you noticed, but right as we were getting off the show yesterday, my phone started ringing.
I did.
So that was a prospective employer in Montreal.
Really?
Yeah.
At a dispensary or at a
micro cultivation facility, a micro grow, a legal grow.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was pretty interesting. I'm glad because Quebec is difficult for me. I don't speak French really. You know what I mean? And in the workplace, it's like mandated. So it's a problem trying to find a fully English employer. And this one was completely English. I told her, I said, I'm glad you reached, because she wanted to know why was I applying for jobs when I don't even live in Montreal, right?
Yeah.
It's because I'm locating there. That's why. So I'm being proactive about it, looking. So she said, oh, that's good. That's really interesting. So I mentioned to her that my French, and she was like, that's okay. You don't need it here. But I don't know if I can take it or not because it's in a place that, Montreal is nuts for traffic, right? You can spend easily 3 hours a day.
She might be listening. I don't know.
Well, no, I'm not worried about it anyway. But,
Okay.
Montreal, where you could get at 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning, someplace in 20 minutes, can take you an hour and a half during regular traffic, right?
Monday through Friday,
Yeah, and that place is on the South Shore, which means crossing the bridge. And so I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to put in that, because for me, from the second I leave the house till the second I return, it's work, right? If I'm going out to work, then it's from the time I leave my house to the time I get back. And when I calculate how much money I'm earning, I calculate it based on that time calculation, not based upon the 8 hours I'm on the job, right? So, if I'm not willing to put in 10-hour days for that kind of money, then it's just not going to be for me. But it was good to get. It was nice. Made me feel good and positive. So I like that.
Well, that's good. Yeah. I mean, that's always good that people are reaching out to you, They're interested.
Well, and the other cool thing was on Instagram, I see I get a new follower. I take a look down. It's the BC Quad Shop. And I'm like, oh, cool, because that's a buddy of mine named Josh. When he very first started that store, it was a gas station on Oka the Reserve in Oka. And he started selling, accessories, some pipes and some bongs and stuff like that. And that's when I worked in the wholesale. So Josh was just a young kid, right? Like 19, 20 years old coming in. And didn't really know the right stuff in that. So I worked with him quite a bit, and I got him in the right products. And, we developed kind of a friendship,
Of course, yeah.
And then I didn't see him for 5 or 6 years after I left Quebec. Last year when I came back to Ontario, I was at the Indigenous Cannabis Cup last summer.
Uh-huh.
And we're going through, and we're looking at the booths and checking stuff out. And I get to this one booth, and I'm talking to my wife or my brother about what they have on the table. And the guy's got his back turned to me. He says, I recognize that voice anywhere. He said, it's Big Dave from the basement. And I'm like, fuck, Josh.
I recognize that voice now that you say
That's
that.
what he says. I recognize that voice anywhere. So, so we had a great time. We hung out for a little bit. And then I went up for that wedding that I was talking about earlier. Right. And while I was up there, I'm like, well, I'm going to swing by Josh's shop and see how things are going. When I got there, man, he has the most incredible big dispensary going on the res. You know what I mean? Like, and he's got all these tents set up outside, and he does events, and he's got vendors and does infused foods, and it's really over the top, So my son was saying to me when we were talking about going back to Montreal, he said, you should talk to Josh and go work with Josh. And I said, well, I don't want to go talk to him about a job. And he said, from the way I seen him treat you the last time we were there, he had you up in the office and everything else, just when he seen you were there. He said, why the fuck did you go talk to him about a job? And I'm like, And yesterday he started following me, but he didn't know it was me.
He just some guy named Dr. High.
Yeah, he didn't know. He must have just liked one of the posts,
Oh, okay.
He decided to follow, but when I saw who it was, I sent him back a message, and I said, do me a favor, say hi to Josh. And he texted me that message, and he says, you just did. So reconnecting with that one, and that, to me, is very interesting. You know what I mean? That would be a real interesting place to spend a couple of days a week.
Yeah.
For me. Like, I'd like to do Saturday, Sunday, his busiest, heaviest days.
Did you see our friend Southern Star Production and his wife both have COVID? Prayers to you guys, man. Feel better.
No fun. It's that new variant probably, too, that's out.
Yeah,
now,
I heard some people lately have been getting it. I'm like, what the hell? I thought this shit was gone. Now it's coming back again.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Keep on drinking. Yeah, vodka so you don't feel that shitty. Alcohol kills germs.
I don't think that's what she meant, Dr. High. All right, let's do our commercial. We'll be right back after this.
Yeah,
Hippie and Dr. High.
They don't want to address, can you buy weed if you go overseas on a holiday?
We don't want to. We'll do that behind the scenes.
We'll address that
after. This is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're going to go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you going to do? You're going to go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You got to dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. No, you won't. Because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick and proud aunt. Watching my
Charlie
nieces grow,
Collins,
play, and learn
how
is
are
amazing.
you, sir?
But not every
How
child
is girl?
is free. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are
Please
hungry.
subscribe,
1 in
like,
6.
and share.
That little girl sitting alone at the playground, she can't play like the
Oh,
other kids.
ever? Wow,
She
you're
doesn't
lucky.
have
I've
the
had it
energy
like 4
because she's
times
hungry.
already.
School lunch will be
Really?
her only
At
meal.
once.
It breaks my
Wow,
heart
you
that
got
this is
kids
the
in
reality
school?
in our country.
Yeah, they
But
bring
it's
it home
something
like
that
every
Feeding
other day.
America is working to
Yeah.
change.
Luckily,
Each
that
year,
shit
the Feeding America
is,
network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good
luckily
food that
you
would
see
have gone
that
to
shit'll
waste.
be gone
This food is then provided to families and children
because
in
my
need.
kids are done with
Being a
school
kid should
now.
be about using your imagination,
Woohoo!
learning, and having
Both
fun.
graduated high
These
school.
children shouldn't have to miss
Yay!
out on simply being a
I
kid
did that.
because they're
I
hungry.
made them graduate.
To find
high
out how you can help end
It was
childhood
hell.
hunger in your community, visit feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by
We
Feeding
love the
America.
curly tail.
Yeah, Nick's got his
Say
got,
bye-bye
his
to bottled water.
autocorrect is
Holistic
so
Health Water
bad.
has
It
certified medical-grade
autocorrects
water
all
ionizers
the
that make 7 types
words
of water, including
incorrectly.
healthy
I don't know.
alkaline.
It's got a
There's
broken
a
phone.
5-micron filter that
Tail
lasts
is curly.
each machine
and
lasts
it's good
5
for
to
you.
30 years.
It is good for
Simply
you.
attach to your faucet or install under your sink.
I want to talk about
Even get a
roasted
mineral spa
seeds.
unit for your shower. Go
Uh,
to water.org
Salted
to get a
roasted
free
seeds. I've
ebook.
been craving them
Plus,
since yesterday.
pay for any machine
I
in
should
full.
have gone and dug out the bag.
Change your water and change your life.
We could do it right now.
Water.org.
It's like a one chip
Well,
challenge over here.
I'm gonna find them online for you right now.
Check out Vernon. You have me hooked.
Dr.
23 on
High
Etsy,
and the one
you
chip
have me hooked
challenge.
over at
It's a
TikTok.
one
She's
handful
amazing.
of
She can
seeds
make
per
anything.
challenge.
Did she make me a crystal vagina that doubles as a worry stone?
Oh my God, hippie, no. But she can crochet anything from blankets to bags, purses, and hats.
And even a pussy?
Cat. A pussy cat. Grab up Vern at You Have Me Hooked 23 on Etsy and You Have Me Hooked on TikTok.
WTHC, you know what time it is. It's time. I'm going to the concert. And you're not. Muck Sticky, Big Fat Blunt.
Get some sticky blazing every single day of the month because the shit's amazing. It's so lazy up in here, filling up the atmosphere. Bad attitudes and shitty moods, they just disappear. Am I clear or should I be a little more conspicuous?
You're in business, brother.
What?
You're in business.
I'm in business.
Yep.
All right. I didn't know, but thank you. Oh, I dropped my pen. Big fat blunt. Smoking on a big fat blunt. Big fat blunt.
It's
So
so big.
big.
Man, will you roll that shit up already?
I sure will.
It smells real good.
You like the way it smells?
It smells like kind of like a mix between.
Hey, good shit.
There it goes. Man,
Push your girls away. You can find me at Salem Smoke Lanes every night and day. I'm on my way to the dispensary. You feeling me? Dr. Ricky
the scene, passing me the sticky green. Way to go, Pepper Strap. Think it's time for me to rap. I need to plug my guitar in and crank up the amp before I go. Don't you know I know what you want? You want a nugget from my baggie for a jerk or a big fat bunch? Woo! Smoking on a big fat blunt. Big fat blunt. Smoking on a big fat blunt. Big fat blunt. Smoking on a big fat blunt. Big fat blunt. Smoking on a big fat blunt. Big fat blunt.
Blunt. Yo, everybody, please pound that like button, share, subscribe, whatever we're supposed to do over here. We went from 83 to 82 again. Hi.
Hi.
Just says Facebook user. Hi, Facebook user. WTHC, that was Muck Sticky with his new one, Big Fat Blunt. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Anyway, we're hanging here with Dr. High and I, and we have a bunch of our friends here. I want to thank you guys for being here. We also have a bunch of people listening out there on Live 365 and TuneIn, so thank you guys for being here. Go ahead. Jeff sent me a message.
Okay.
Jeff, messages aren't easy to take care of here while I'm on the radio here. It doesn't work very well.
So
But I appreciate it. I will look at it after.
our Facebook user, one of them said, "Can you buy weed if you go overseas for a holiday?" I would never suggest taking weed anywhere when you're traveling. But once you get to your destination, there are a few ways to find it. I've done quite a bit of traveling in my time. And I've been able to find it pretty much everywhere I go. If I'm going to a sunspot, a destination that's on the ocean, beaches, the guys you want to talk to are the water sports guys.
Yes, I noticed that.
Those are the guys you want to talk to when you're on the resorts or you're in a sun destination. They're pretty plugged in to what's going on. They're usually young, hip guys, ladies, whatever. So that's who you can talk to in a destination like that. Let's say you're in more of a European destination. Talk to bartenders.
The guys walking around with the Speedos. Those are the ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they have it in their crotch.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you, in Jamaica, it might just be because of my appearance, right? But I've been to Jamaica numerous times, and I always score a bag of weed before I even go through customs entering Jamaica, because that's one thing they never look for when you go into Jamaica is your weed. You know what I mean? And you got baggage handlers hustling right there. You know what I mean? It's not usually very good weed, but keep a $50 bill in your pocket. Bang. That way it gives you time to get to your hotel. You can smoke right away. Everything is good. Because, you know, you've been at the airport. You've been traveling. You know, it's stressful to travel a little bit. So when you finally get where you're at, you want to just to take a deep breath, right, and exhale and start to relax. And for me, that's a joint. I need that.
But like when you don't have, you can't get that way. You're like, fuck. Now I got to go back out and try to find where it is. So that's great that you can get. But you never know. You know, that's still scary, man. I don't. You ever watched up those shows, Locked Up Abroad? Oh my god. Oh, you might have.
I lived that show.
I think I've seen your episode. Now that you mentioned it, I've seen your episode. Now I know why you look familiar. Oh.
I tell you, I would have much rather had that happen in Canada than locked up here.
I'm sure, because you don't get to come hang out with me now.
Well, it's not just that, but I would have done maybe 18 months here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're probably a lot more lenient than this crazy.
Yeah, I probably would have been sentenced to 18 months and served between the 3rd and the 6th because I had no criminal history. Right? You know, just a couple of stupid shit back from when I was a doorman. But,
yeah, that's crazy.
America really hit.
I'm sorry. They gave it to you with no Vaseline. Yeah.
No, they really didn't.
No Vaseline. So you got screwed. Really even though you did your best to not get screwed while you were in jail, you still got screwed.
Well, I never got screwed once I was behind bars. I just got screwed to get put behind bars.
On the way in there, you got screwed, but you learned to keister and keep that shit tight.
Yeah, I'm a big enough guy that most people would rather talk first and then find out afterwards. You know?
Yeah, they'd be like,
that's the blessing that life has given me.
Are you into anal? I don't see your pants sagging.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off topic here, Dr. High. We're supposed to be talking about weed. Well, I guess that's not really off topic.
Yeah, we were a little bit.
You've been spending some time.
Never done diamond art. What's gross? Diamond art?
No, the fact that the people like Raggy walk around with their bags of weed in the front of their Speedo.
Oh. I used to do that when I was a kid. That's how I used to get caught. That was the stupid part, right? Because everybody was wearing the little shorts. It was the 80s.
David, your penis is looking a little bigger today.
Oh, it wasn't that, man. I'd come home from school or wherever I was, and I have to take a leak, right? So I go up to the bathroom and I'd take my bag of weed out and I'd put it on the back of the toilet and I'd do my business and I'd walk away and forget it was there. And my mother would find it.
Oh my God, my son's done that so many times. He's lucky he's got a cool dad who would just take it and put it away and keep it and smoke it.
You know, so yeah.
His dad would just take it and bring it into his room, put it over here, and be like, "Oh, I must have left weed out." Luckily, my wife didn't find it.
Yeah, there you go.
And I would say, "Get down! Get down! She's shooting at us again."
Arisha's shooting at some of those buttholes again.
No, I saw it on a different way earlier, and it was really beautiful suns. It's actually very nice.
Oh, yeah, but see, now you were just talking about anal, and that's why those buttholes appeared, I'm sure.
Oh, Alrisha's already down. She's like, my butthole's right here. Oh, no, Alrisha, that's not nice. I'm sorry. My parents found mine.
And then kicked you out.
Kicked me out. Oh,
shit. That's no good.
Wish I knew who that was. Is that Jeff? Is that Alrisha? No, who's the people that don't have names today?
See, I don't think my parents smoked weed when I was growing up, but I had plenty of kids in the neighborhood whose parents did. You know what I mean? They were right from the 60s, really.
Nobody in my hood. I was frowned upon until after. I'm still frowned upon by my friends. Like, even my friends, really, I had some friends who smoked, but the ones that like I grew up with, they all frown upon me still to this day. Yeah. They'll be frowning for long.
See, now that Glitchy Witchy Bitch says that her dad smoked her up. Now, I got no problem with my kids are like 22 and 26. My son doesn't really smoke too much. He'll have the odd joint while he's hanging out with his buddies, but outside of that, not really. My daughter lives with a pothead and smokes a whole lot more weed than she ever did up until the last couple of years.
We don't use that term, pothead. It's a term of endearment now.
Yeah, well,
you better be
he's close enough to be in family, but For
he's
me,
not, he's not her
No.
husband, so he's still a pothead until they get married, and then he'll be
that's right.
your
That'd
son.
be- It'll be the fucking pothead.
Oh, that fucking pothead needs to get a job. Is he a bum? Is he laying around doing nothing? Is he just getting
No.
stuff? Oh,
No, no.
right. I mean,
That's
does
okay. Makes like $35 an hour. He's doing okay.
he take care of your daughter? Is he nice? Does he beat her? Because then I'll come up there and beat his ass. But
Oh, listen, all you have to do is do it once.
oh no, he won't even get finished with
the end.
it.
So yeah, he's not.
But
he's
no,
not
he's a good kid, right? He's a good guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
taking care of her. So then why the pothead?
Because he is.
Okay. I'm a pothead too. I don't know why I'm fighting you.
Out there.
I don't
Not
know
a
why
bad
I'm fighting you. I don't know why I'm fighting you. I'm a pothead.
I still have not smoked with either one of my kids. To me, it just seems
To
weird.
this day?
Yeah, to this day, I haven't.
Oh my goodness. How weird.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's
Like
all right.
my parents didn't smoke.
But-
I think I told you this, but my mom got diagnosed with cancer in like her last 2 years. I told you. I think
Yeah,
they
the
put
oil, right?
Yeah, well, they put her on the RSO, but I don't think that it was called RSO, or it may have been, but I don't know. But I had convinced her that she needed to get high with me to
Right.
kill the pain. And, I was probably 25, 26, 27, in that area before she passed. So,
Right.
I got her high a whole bunch of times at the end, and then she passed away. But my dad don't smoke. He's never smoked. He was right out of high school into the military, and then he moved out, got married, had a couple kids, and moved out, and we haven't seen him.
Yes, we are both potheads. Absolutely.
Right.
Yes. Well, thank you, Nick.
Nick I think he has the hots for you. Show him your feet really quick, Dr. High. You'll be in.
Collins.
Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, DJ nephew Nick, Lori said to come by, get extra money out because she got her toes done this week. Yeah, she went out and spent the extra. She thought about you. She was like, you know what? For the $12 it's going to cost me to get my toes done, it'll get 50 out of DJ nephew Nick. Win-win.
Hey, there's some stick stuff out there, eh?
Yeah,
My-
I'd rather be, like I said, feet are
My
good.
wife worked with another nurse who quit nursing because she was making so much money selling her panties on a website called Sniffers.
Whoa.
How
Enough.
twisted is that?
Enough. I'm a member of Sniffers.
Uh,
I don't know if I want to know your wife's friend's panties or not. I'm not interested.
but is that not crazy?
It's
To me,
fucking
that's crazy.
brilliant. It's brilliant. I would sell my panties. Anybody want panties with shark stains?
Hey, there's probably buyers on that platform.
I got
Probably
a
get
bunch
extra.
out there.
You might be able to charge by the inch for those stains.
Yeah, man. Depending on the length of the shark. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh,
if you want to sell yours, from what I'm understanding, the website has 3 Fs, so you got to look for it that way. But no, I can't imagine. Yeah, apparently you can. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I haven't even looked at it. I was just so shocked by the fact that you could.
I just want to know why Jeff has lingerie. Jeff,
and you got to understand that.
he's the Facebook.
I mean, this
Right.
nurse was probably making $60,000 a year, and she was able to give it up for this.
Yeah.
That's fucking a lot of underwear, man, to sell, I would think.
Well, I guess you just wear them once, and then you do a good shart in there, and then you send them out. Oh, I heard in China. Don't quote me. I don't know nothing. I'm just a pothead.
It's Kelly.
But I heard in China that they have like vending machines, and you can just go around and you click a button, and you can get a pair of panties out the vending machine.
New ones or used ones?
Used, bro. Used, smelly ones.
Oof.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I've never been to China. I just heard rumors that was true because I was trying to sell Mrs. Hippie's panties on the market.
I'd like to check it out.
You're interested in buying some panties?
No, I'd be curious to go to China though.
Oh, China. Yes. No, not interested in China. Not interested, but I am interested if I'm selling Mrs. Hippie's panties when she's not looking.
When she's not looking.
when
I wonder if they get more for the granny ones than they do for the thongs.
They do. Yeah, the old lady white ones.
Greater value.
That come up to your belly button. Yeah. Yeah.
Do we have any members in our group of listeners out there that can enlighten us as to the process? Or
yeah, who else is in sniffers with me? Oh, they're not gonna raise their hands. They're embarrassed. Glitch, you know you're in sniffers with me. Anyway, we're losing people. They're like, what are they talking about? I thought it was a weed show. They're talking about
off on the tangent.
Yeah, well, when you're high, you talk about anything. When you're
it's hard to talk about one thing all the time, right? Like it's so much easier when there are questions that come in about cannabis because then we have a direction. But sometimes it's difficult just to pluck things out of thin air, right? To talk about because who knows what people want to hear. And I don't remember what I talked about yesterday. I don't want to talk about the same thing every day.
I ain't that needy, she says. No. I was just kidding, Glitch. I know you don't sell your panties.
No, it's just kind of crazy though. It's just amazing what kind of people are in the world that.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being the vendor. It's the buyer. I think is doing questionable things, right?
Well, I listen. As long as they're not hurting nobody, to each his own. That's what I say. As long as they're playing with their panties in their room by themselves, I don't give a shit. Once
we haven't seen much of Raggy, this week.
Raggy sells his panties. Oh, well, there you go. That's because he's probably out selling his panties. Raggy's at work. He always works during this time, but I think that his data ran out this month already, and so he's got to get a paycheck this week so he can get more data. I face pictures. I sell face
pictures for torture.
I saw that beautiful picture of you today with the WTHC Radio logo over your head on TikTok. It looks so beautiful. Nice. Yeah, it was badass. I loved it.
Nice.
Anyway, what?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I thought you had something you were going to say.
No.
Not really. My two that I put in the dirt, the ones that I got from that gentleman from the festival, they have not quite come out of the dirt yet. I'm still waiting. My other one.
Yeah, because you put them in. You put them in full already, right? Like you put them in as whole seeds. You didn't crack them in paper towel first, or did you?
No, they cracked, but they just didn't. They didn't have like a a half inch, root coming out. They only had like a. 10 millimeter. I don't know my sizes. Like my penis, little tiny coming out of there.
Have you heard of nuts.com?
I love nuts.
Have you heard of the website that you can order all this stuff from, all these different nuts and everything?
No, but now I have.
So there's one out there. My someone I know uses it, and good products, but I didn't know. But they have roasted salted hemp seeds. So we were just about to talk about hemp seeds, and they sell hemp seeds.
Does it have anything there? Nutritional value?
Yes, it does actually. It says hemp seeds from the hemp plant Cannabis sativa are naturally loaded with nutritional value, boosting all of the essential amino acids and fatty acids the body needs. These whole hemp seeds arrive with their hulls and shells intact. Hold on, I had to expand it and I lost where I was. Oh, okay. But once you crack into them, you'll discover a huge variety of nutritional and medicinal applications. Taste and uses of hemp seeds have a pleasantly nutty taste and a crunchy texture, and that's 100% true. Snack on the raw seeds throughout the day, toss them into salads, or substitute them for nuts in your favorite baking recipe. You can even buy whole hemp seeds to make your own soothing skincare solution. Try grinding the seeds into a paste with mortar and pestle and mixing it with other natural skincare substances such as aloe vera gel or raw organic cacao butter. Hemp seed storage. Yeah, so you can get them from seeds.com. And so hemp seeds contain high values of omega-3 and omega-6 essential fatty acids. Studies have shown that the ideal ratio for fatty acids is the same as in hemp seeds at 3-to-1. At this ratio, these fatty acids help to support healthy cholesterol levels, immune function, and may help boost and regulate your metabolism. So they are a great source of vitamin E, minerals such as phosphorus, potassium, sodium, magnesium, sulfur, calcium, iron, and zinc. They can be consumed raw or toasted and have been used as food and medicine in China for at least 3,000 years.
Wow. Yeah. So, I'm very interested. Now, I'm also I'm going to be sterile if I eat them, right? So no more babies. I can just shoot my loads, no more worries, because
that's right.
All my life that if I ate seeds, I would be sterile.
Yeah.
All right, good. Thank you. I just got to convince Mrs. Hippie that that's true now.
I can tell you from the ones I bought and eat, they were awesome, like really awesome. Like they're the kind of snack you can keep in a bowl on your table while you're watching TV or whatever, and they're beautiful. Like,
yeah. Now, do you eat them? Are you supposed to crack them like a sunflower seed and then throw away the shell, or do you just chew the whole shit?
No, the ones there I think are roasted. But I guess if they're raw, you eat them just like that.
Well, I always just chewed on them, and then if it got too much, I would spit it out. But if it was good enough and it went down,
just like they were saying, put them in salads or whatever. So I guess you just eat them
like seeds, but the insides of a sunflower seed, I guess.
Yeah. But it was interesting how they said cannabis sativa specifically.
Yeah, that scared me.
Am
I going to be running around after I eat them?
Well, I don't think so, because there'd be none of those things in there yet.
All right.
It's just a seed. That's why seeds can be sold.
Right. They're a novelty. Commercial break, and we'll be back. You're hanging with the Hippie and Dr. High on WTHC Radio. Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. If you need some kick-ass puppets, contact Thorge at 1-636-234-1535. He has all your puppet needs. He can fix puppets, build puppets, custom-made puppets. He has puppets off the rack for cheap prices. Contact Thorge today at 1-636-234-1535 or on TikTok or Facebook at Badger Heart Puppetry. He also makes LARPing items too.
Okay, men, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're going to go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you going to do? You're going to go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You got to dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. No, you won't. Because that's what caregivers do.
So we have Pothead coming on tomorrow. That's great
your
news.
Time.
Nice.
Show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tough.
Yeah, we hung out and we talked for a little while yesterday.
Be the best caregiver this world has ever seen.
To come on tomorrow.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at
talk about her new place
/caregiving. A public service announcement. AARP and
very nice.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick and proud aunt. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing. But not every child gets to be carefree.
They
One
put
in
her
6
in charge
kids in
of
the US
all
are hungry. 1 in 6.
advertising.
That little
so
girl sitting alone at the
she's
playground.
they're on a very busy road.
She doesn't have the energy. She's
busy
hungry.
part of the highway
School
right
lunch
there.
will be her only
So the
meal
cars
today.
are coming really
It breaks
fast,
my
you
heart
know,
that this
and
is
they
the
have a sign
reality
like
in our
right in
country.
front. So
But it's
by the time
something
you
that
get
Feeding
on top
America
of
is
it,
working to
it's
change.
too late. You're already
Each
past
year, the
it.
Feeding
So
America
we're gonna
network
get
of
some
food
signs
banks
and put them
rescues
down the
billions of
road
pounds
both
of
ways.
good
a
food
little
gone to waste. This
That
food
warning
is
that this is where
families
you
and
need to
children
go
in
to get
need.
your drugs.
Being
I
a
mean,
kid should be
your
about
medicine.
using your imagination,
is-
learning, and having fun.
Well, the East Coast,
Miss out on simply being a kid.
Good
because
morning,
New
Lori.
Brunswick,
To
Nova
find out how you
Scotia.
can help end
Uh-huh.
childhood
Morning, Lori.
hunger, visit
Hi, Tim.
feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by
Was that you that sent your message last night, Lori, looking for the dispensary link?
Hey, Mississippi, why don't we take a ride to Dauphin, PA today?
Dauphin? What's in Dauphin?
Bella's Badass Crystals.
Oh, but I thought you hang out with them on Facebook and on TikTok.
That's only on
So
Mondays,
let me explain to
Tuesdays,
everybody while we have an
Saturdays,
opportunity.
Sundays. Today
So
I
there
wanna
is
go out
1,
and pick up
2,
all my
3,
great
4,
finds.
5
That sounds
different
like a
groups
great
in
road
here
trip.
all at
That's
once.
Bella's Badass
Sometimes
Crystals on
groups
TikTok
can't
and
see
Facebook.
other
You can
groups
also
and what
find
they're
What's on the
writing.
Mountain in
So
Dauphin.
That's right.
I don't want people to think that they're
Badass.
being ignored for this or anything. It's just they don't see everybody.
Wow.
He found it later. Good morning, Timmy. I don't see you, Timmy, unless that was you that said Tim Human. Hey, bro. I see Tim. I don't see Tim. I just see Facebook users. Oh, there's Timmy now. I see Timmy now. Hi, Timmy.
We got together about a year ago. Now the boys are ready to go. We work at clubs in our small town, across the state line too. But one thing we know for sure, the boys got something for you. Well, I can tell by the look upon the face. One thing I know for sure, the boys are ready to go. They're ready to go.
Oh, it's all right, bro. Are you coming on today or no, Tim? During the day or no? I mean tonight, yes, I know, but if not, it's fine. I'm just asking.
Our friends are going down with us, cause I know they're ready to go. We used to play the honky tonks, do the late night shows. Now we're going to the city, gonna give them some rock and roll.
Timmy show's awesome,
I
man.
can tell by the look upon your face. One thing I know for sure, the boys are ready to go. They're ready to go. Well, the boys are ready to go. I go, boys.
There's an article I could be proud of.
Well, I can tell by the look upon the face. One thing I know for sure, the boys are ready to go. They're ready to go. Well, the boys are ready to go. I said the boys are ready to go.
Oh, I love this article.
Ready to go.
Do you suffer from crabs? If you do, we have the solution for you. For $19.95 plus $5 shipping and handling, we will send you our Crab Away kit. Your kit comes with a complete instruction book on how to use our large ice pick, the industrial-sized flame, And the surgical 5-bladed razor. Simply follow the instructions, shave one side, burn the other, and vigorously move your hand up and down as you stab the little devils when they run out. A free sample of our burn cream and nose plugs so you don't have to smell the hair burning. Call 1-855-CRAB-AWAY now.
WTHC, welcome back. We're hanging with Doc. Doc, how are you, buddy? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
I'm stoned. I'm good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still
Weather's
hitting on.
messing with the internet. Yeah, there's crazy weather still going on.
Yeah, there was bad storms again last night, and then more all day today. I'm getting poured on now.
Yeah, they're saying that I'm sandwiched between two systems, but they should converge by late afternoon. So they're saying it could be interesting. Could be interesting. So here's some articles which have questions attached. One of them. This is actually about India. So it's busting 10 myths surrounding medical cannabis in India.
Okay.
So the first myth is medical cannabis is illegal in India, which isn't true. In 2022, they decided to legalize it. Another myth that people have is that cannabis and CBD are the same thing, which we obviously know they're not, right? Because cannabis contains all the cannabinoids and CBD is CBD, which is only one cannabinoid from the plant. Medical cannabis leads to addiction. So the chances of addiction, they say, are higher if the cannabis has really high THC, which I don't really think that that's necessarily true. I just, some people form a psychological addiction to cannabis, but there's no physically addictive characteristics to it. So psychologically, yeah, there's a little bit of truth to this, but physiologically, there really isn't. CBD isn't safe. Now, according to the World Health Organization, WHO, there's a comprehensive report that affirms naturally occurring CBD is well tolerated by humans and lacks associations with adverse public health. And that's the WHO. So, biggest health organization in the world. That's their public stance on CBD. CBD products yield immediate effects. We were talking a little bit about this yesterday, how if you're taking CBD, you might not even know if that CBD is working for you until you stop taking CBD. And then you start to realize some of the effects that are coming back, right? So it says, while cannabis can trigger rapid psychoactive reactions, CBD's impact is distinctly gradual. Most individuals notice the benefits of CBD over time, with the effects becoming more pronounced after consistent usage of recommended doses spanning days or weeks. So basically, and it's true, when you start a CBD regimen, you have to continue that CBD regimen. Even if you don't think anything is happening because you don't understand or have any feedback like you do when you smoke a joint or something, right? You feel it in your head, you know right away.
Right.
CBD won't give you that. So you have to stick with the program, for a period of time to even be able to understand whether it's showing any beneficial value to you or not. Oral consumption is the sole effective method for CBD and medicinal cannabis. It says a widely accepted misconception dictates that oral consumption is the exclusive route to harness the potential of CBD and medical cannabis. However, the truth is that topical applications of CBD are not equally potent in practice, offering that way they wrote that is weird, because CBD and THC are transdermal. They have transdermal properties. So you don't have to consume cannabis let's say you're dealing with arthritis in your hands, right? You have arthritis in your hands and in your joints, your knuckles, your fingers. It's not necessary for you to orally consume cannabis via edibles, smoking weed, vaporizing, none of it. You can simply get an infused lotion or cream designed for the pain and put it on your hands, and it will work its way through the skin. And your endocannabinoid system, there's two parts of it, right? There's your one that runs along your spine and your central nervous system, and the other one is in your peripheral limbs, your skin, your the skin cells, the little vessels at your that are at the skin level, just subcutaneous. So beneficial there. Yeah, did you want to say something?
Well, I got a question. I have a friend who may or may not suffer from something called the gout.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Very, very painful. Now, if I were, or I mean, my friend, if he were to buy some sort of let's say can we make a stronger topical, stronger and stronger and stronger to the point where it would help? Because the gout is so bad. I don't know if it would help. To rub it on is going to be the most painful part of it at all. But I mean,
right.
Oh my God, some people who have gout, not me, but people who have gout are in lots of pain.
My father had it.
Yeah, I got it.
And he was a red wine and red meat kind of guy. So
yeah, my friend is as well.
Yeah, so it was tough. Well, your friend is kind of lucky because you got cases of CBD laying around, right?
Yes, he does. I have it. Yes. But
what you can simply do is grab any lotion that's in the house, whatever lotion you have, a Vino or whoever makes it, doesn't even matter. Just make sure it's a lotion,
not a
cream.
Okay,
but a lotion. And then take that lotion, add CBD to it, and get a good mix. Even use a hand mixer or something of that nature. Infuse it with your oil, or you're going to be receiving powdered CBD at some point.
Yes, it's already in the mail.
You can actually put that powdered CBD directly into the lotion and mix it in, and it will be absorbed. So as long as you mix everything very well, then you'll get a fairly even distribution throughout the whole preparation. Now,
if I wanted to put 2 bottles of CBD, because I'm trying to make this strong, and I'm not ingesting it. I mean, it's not going in me.
This is the problem you have, right? The bottles of CBD that you have are specific doses, right? So they're 30 milligrams, 50 milligrams, whatever they are. It doesn't matter what the dose is. So that's all there is. So really, you're not increasing the dose. You're just increasing the volume. Right? The dose will become more intense. Just the volume of your preparation becomes larger because you're not technically adding more CBD. You're just adding more oil. Right. And the problem is that oil is going to thin the lotion. So you're going to have to, blend it to the point where you can bring that lotion almost back to its normal consistency.
To a lotion again, yeah.
Yeah, to a lotion again. So by adding a second bottle, you're not actually...
You're just going to have to add either more lotion or...
Yeah, exactly. It's just a dilution all the way through, right? But once you have the powder...
Yeah.
That changes the game. Because you can take that CBD isolate, increase the dose inside the bottle of oil yourself at 1,000 milligrams, at 2,000 milligrams, whatever you want. You can also take distillate or live resin or shatter or any of those and add it to that oil to get yourself a small THC component, right? So let's say, because THC and CBD work better together regardless.
Right.
There's a synergistic.
Is THC absorbed through the skin as well, like CBD?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So.
It does.
I'm not going to be wasting it.
But you won't get high from it like that. So all you're trying to do,
I just want that fucking. I mean, my friend wants that pain to go away. Yeah.
You want that localized pain relief. So by adding just a little bit of, so let's say you're adding 1,000 milligrams of CBD.
Right.
Add 100 milligrams of THC. So 10 to 1, right?
10 to 1, yeah.
Yeah, just enough THC to work alongside the CBD.
Right.
And you make your own lotion right from there, and try applying it that way.
All right. Well,
does your friend find heat or cold is better for?
He finds taking the foot and removing it and having it removed completely would be much better.
Right.
He's contemplated having it sawed off himself a couple times.
That's
he wants
brutal.
to knock on wood, though. It's been over almost a year now without one. So he's been doing very well with not eating the shit that's supposed to give it to him. You know, he's had to quit half of his fun in his life, like steak and burgers and red meat and beer and all the good shit. But now I got to eat chicken every fucking day. But hey, no gout. I mean, not me, my friend.
Right.
Anyway.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Yes. I put the lotion on the skin.
Oh, Hannibal Lecter.
Keep it moist. Let's talk about the fact that Mrs. Hippie said, my green tent outside is not going to work. And I said, no, Mrs. Hippie, we have to get the other one. She's like, but it's a greenhouse. And I'm like, but you don't get it. So let's try
It's a greenhouse designed to use the light of the sun.
Right.
Which you don't have access to inside. And while you could use it to create a standalone environment in the indoors,
I don't think
you couldn't control the light.
It was more the fact that it was a 6x6 by 6x6 tent that was going to be in the middle of my living room now.
Right.
Because I really don't have anywhere else to grow it.
Right.
So, that's more her complaint. Can it be moved once it's set up? Like, can I move it? Like, if said mother and father-in-law came, I could move it out of my living room, or would that be, it would be dangerous?
You could, as long as you do it during the proper cycle. Like you make sure that you always maintain your dark cycles the way they're supposed to be kept, and do any move you have to do during the light cycle. But yeah, I mean,
why does it have to be so difficult? God damn it! I wanted to just grow in my grass out there. I got so many goddamn weeds, and not one of them is the one that I want to smoke.
Yeah, it's not difficult. It just has its own requirements. That's all.
Oh no, I know it's difficult because I'm special and I got some.
But that's the problem, right? Like you could use an outdoor greenhouse sort of thing inside to control the environmental conditions, but you can't control the light conditions. And the light conditions are
like,
huge.
Can't we just buy a light and set up a couple fans and do it inside the greenhouse? And I'm like,
well, you can do it if you have a room that's only dedicated to that process, or a closet that's only dedicated to that process, simply because you need to be able to maintain your dark cycle. So if you have it in a room where other activity occurs, even the light from a television can screw up your dark cycle.
So when I go into that said room where it's dark, I have to go in there during dark times. What do I have to do? Turn off all the lights?
No, you go to your local garden shop, and you'd get a green light, or a green like a flashlight. That you could put a green bulb into, because for some reason the light in that green spectrum doesn't.
What if I were to kick one of my children out and turn their room, and I put a board over their window, and I put a green light bulb up in their fan on the ceiling, and
it'd be like getting red.
And I put aluminum foil on the walls, and would I be good?
Yep. And in a room, in a bedroom.
Elizabeth, start packing.
Listen, I know for a fact that in a 12 by 12 foot room with 6 lights, you can grow 355 plants.
No, I can't. Not in Pennsylvania. I would never do that.
I'm just saying the setup can be done, and that's a harvest every 6 weeks of 15 to 17 pounds.
That's about what I need to get through the day.
You can get through a lot more than that. I know guys who lived just on that, just on a grow that size. Supported the entire lifestyle.
I am a fucking chew-toid. When that dog does that, I have a heart attack.
Let's get someone knocked at my door.
Tell them to go away.
Yeah. Something like that.
Housekeeping?
Yeah, I wish. If it was, it might be interesting. It's more likely a delivery from Amazon or something. Would be my guess, because I got the main door here on this place. When you look at it from the street, this looks like the main unit. You wouldn't even recognize that my mother's place is next door, and there's an apartment on the other side, and then my brother's big place in the back. So you wouldn't even know. Yeah.
Well,
this looks like a massive farmhouse.
Yeah. I would love that.
Oh man, we're gonna have to downsize going to Montreal. My daughter's starting to send us stuff. Ooh, it's gonna be a challenge.
Prices high.
1,400-1,500 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Like I got a big house here. I got 3-bedroom, 3 bathrooms, about 2,500 square feet, and I pay $1,750 a month. So
wow. There's a change. Look, we have like 15 people up there. Somebody's got to have a question about weed, man. Let's go. Come on, get them going.
No, there's some other articles I pulled up.
Oh, okay.
I
found one article too about Governor Sununu, and up there in New Hampshire, I think it is.
So here's just a couple more questions. CBD has no health benefits. Some people believe that CBD has no benefits on health and is merely a myth. But in reality, numerous studies suggest CBD has potential therapeutic properties, such as pain relief, anti-inflammatory effects, and potential uses in managing certain conditions. Higher CBD doses equate to quicker relief. Because we talked about this yesterday too, right? Is there too much dose? Can I take too big? How much should I take? It says, while the allure of faster results through higher dosing is understandable, it's not advisable. The CBD dosage should be tailored to meet specific medical conditions and the CBD extract used. In instances where lower CBD doses have proven exceptionally effective, therefore adhering to medical advice is critical. Now, this is an interesting thing because there are talks about cannabis and THC being beneficial for people with Alzheimer's and dementia. The studies they've done in Israel about this show that the amount of THC necessary to perform this effect in the brain with the amyloid plaque and stuff like that is like 0.8 milligrams a day. It's not even 1 milligram. Like it's a very small number. So low that you would never feel any psychoactive effect from it whatsoever. But it's still performing a medical benefit. Right? So because there hasn't been a lot of testing yet, we don't know what doses are really effective and what's really necessary to achieve results. You know what I mean? But there's an example of where that individual doesn't need 50 milligrams a day or 100 milligrams a day because they found that the true beneficial amount is 0.8. So it's interesting. Yeah.
This is kind of a weird question. And I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, we've come so far with it medical wise and medicine wise. Is there or will there ever be a possibility of like a IV drip of THC to help people who are like really sick in bed in pain with those last last phases of cancer, the people that are, they really need it. You can't, they don't let me, like, I was in the hospital for a day and they were like, no, you can't go outside and smoke weed. And I'm like, it's my medicine. I have a card. I'm subscribed it. But when I'm laying in bed in that hospital and I'm dying, God forbid, I want to go quick, but I feel like they should have the ability to make it into a drip of some sort where you can get your THC that you need to help with your pain.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible.
Especially if you've been on pain pills, you've been on this as your pain regimen for all your life. Now it's going to be people are going to be on this for a pain regimen. They're not going to go to those pills. We're trying to get away from pills, plants before pills, right? So,
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I just don't think it's possible because cannabinoids are only soluble in fats and alcohol.
What about what little boxes is doing? Nano emulsification.
But they're still solid particles. Even though they're nano emulsified, they're still solid particles.
Yeah, you can't have that shit going in your veins, right?
Yeah, that's the problem that'll be encountered. So
even when you strain it all those times when they're making the oils or stuff like that, the rosin.
The thing is we're not oil, we're water.
Yeah.
And if THC could become soluble in water, then they would probably be able to find a way to make it an injectable thing. But it's only soluble in oil, fat, and alcohol.
I guess we really don't have to worry because as long as they can drink, we can give it to them with the nano emulsification, I guess, right?
Listen, you can give it in suppositories.
I do not want my ass, buddy. I've told you.
I'm just saying,
exit only.
If you're in an end of life situation and this is about pain,
I don't care if I'm on my last deathbed. I still want my butt to be a virgin.
It still will be.
All right, I'm only kidding.
It will be.
I get you. Suppositories, yes, that's an option. I'm just trying to think of the future. I'm also trying to think of a way we can get rich by coming up with something here. Like, hey, if we can make this into a drip, we got something here.
This is funny, right? Articles have to. They can never just be completely pro cannabis, huh? So myth number 10.
Good morning, Facebook user. I can't identify.
Morning. It says that CBD does not have side effects. Now they're saying that's a myth. It says similar to any medicinal products, CBD is associated with mild side effects during the body's adjustment phase. Despite its natural and plant-based origin, CBD necessitates time for acclimatization. Comparatively, CBD's side effects are generally considered mild when juxtaposed with conventional medications. You notice they're saying their side effects, but they're not naming a single one. Watch any drug commercial in America, any medicine commercial in the States, and on the bottom there's a list of 35 things that may happen if you take this medicine. And they name them specifically.
When I start sponsoring somebody, I'm going to have my own side effects. I'm going to be enlightenment, enjoy, quality of life. The side effects are, smiles on your face, less pain. Mrs. Hippie doesn't annoy you as much. Those kind of side effects.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy. All right,
let me do this commercial. We'll be right back. You're hanging with the Hippie and Dr. High. I want to thank everybody over here on Facebook and YouTube. You guys are amazing. Please share it out. We're trying to get to 1 million followers. We're at 82 again. We went from 83 to 82. It's not going well. Thank you guys for being here. And you guys out there on Live 365 and tune in. You guys rock. We'll be right back.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting. A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Hi, everybody.
Today, I'm going to help parents translate teen slang.
See that painting back there behind Dr. High?
Fleek,
that's for sale.
Exactly like
if you guys are interested, you can go to his Etsy store, and it's like $3, I think, and you can get a digital download of it.
just shorter.
And then you can bring it
As
to
in,
anywhere and
I
have it
totes
blown
love
up and
going
have
to
it
the
in
mall.
your living room.
Another word you might hear is jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say
Right, we're having a
jealous.
1,000,000
As in,
follower giveaway.
Chloe,
Yep.
I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone.
I'm giving away Lori
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent.
just for a night.
Thousands of teens in foster care will think you're
I love her.
rad just the same. To learn more, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S.
right there.
Department of Health
But
and
he's
Human
got a whole
Services,
bunch of other names.
Adopt
We
U.S.
gotta get 'em
Kids,
all written
and the
down
Ad
over
Council.
here.
This is the story of a very special woman. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician or an entrepreneur. Her knowledge was limitless and still is. She could also make monsters disappear, especially those that lurked in the shadows under the bed. Once, this woman put back together a teenage girl's broken heart, which had been shattered in 1,000 pieces, just by giving her a bear hug. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
To me, the arts better goodies than the dispensary.
AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey, Hippie, what are you doing today?
You know what I'm doing. The same thing I do every day. I'm going to see the doctor.
Oh, that's right. You can catch the Hippie and Dr. High every day on Live 365, TuneIn, Facebook, or YouTube at 10 a.m. on WTHC Radio. Hey, this is Mrs. Hippie. Check out Vern at You Have Me Hooked 23 on Etsy, and You Have Me Hooked over at TikTok. She's amazing. She can make anything.
Can she make me a crystal vagina that doubles as a worry stone?
Oh my God, Hippie, no. But she can crochet anything from blankets to bags, purses, and hats.
And even a pussy?
Cat! A pussy cat. Grab up Vern at You Have Me Hooked 23 on Etsy and You Have Me Hooked on TikTok.
Say bye-bye to bottled water. Holistic Health Water has certified medical-grade water ionizers that make 7 types of water, including healthy alkaline. Their lasts up to a year, and each machine lasts 25 to 30 years.
Told you, Nick.
Simply attach
Told
to
you
your
to hit her
faucet
up
or install
before
under
she
your
got
sink.
here.
Even get a mineral spa unit for your shower. Go to yourwater.org to get a free ebook. Plus, pay for any machine in full and get
Did
an
you pay extra for the jam?
Change your water and change your life.
He's got this. Don't
Ownyourwater.org.
worry, he's got it.
I just want to give a huge shout out to Chuck over at Collins Painting LTD. You can find him over on Facebook. They're in Ellensville, New York. Wow, what a great team over there. Really amazing and always supporting us here over at WTHC.
WTHC, I keep telling you guys about this Muck Sticky concert, but I also want to mention the fact that these guys right here, Calligraphy, with their song THC, they're going to be jamming there too. I'm going to be partying with these fellas too. I can't wait. Billy Blaze and the boys from Calligraphy. Anyway, here they are. Sorry, I got a little crazy. Here we go. Calligraphy with THC.
Hey, it's Bill Schmidt Jr., a.k.a. Billy Blaze, a.k.a. 420 Kid of the Holistic
Not yet, but I'm hoping Mrs. Hippie's going to hook me up later.
I want to give a shout out to Calligraphy. My dude
coming where?
Little homie Manuel Noriega.
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing. Why does that statement equate to Mississippi?
The lead.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Big buzz till little crumbs broke up in the bottom. Feel like autumn leaves falling. Only problem needs solving is seeing who I'm calling for some trees to indulge in. Need to holler at Billy. He keep his head in the cloud. Bel Air Kush by the bush. Wow. Screaming loud. Still smoking. Having nice.
Oh, Tiff, yes.
So when they ask me how high
Are you going to come on today or no, Timmy?
Doctor said I need a backiotomy. Prescribe me huckleberry and lemon cherry gelato, G. I take it back to rolling in the Optimo. Blowing smoke out my nose. Dropping ashes on my clothes till I doze off. I'm so fried, no lie. Got you afraid of heights, scared to look down. You so high. Cause when I spit that shit, it's like I lit that shit in the crowd. Pass it around and let you hit that shit. Weed is all I need. Smoke that weed. Weed is all I breathe. Smoke that lead.
Oh, okay, thank you. Maybe he did. He's right there. Is that you, Timmy?
that shit, lick that shit, burn it. Roll that shit, lick that shit.
All right, well, send me some shit, man. Send me some shit.
Roll that shit, lick that shit.
Are you coming on this afternoon or no? Oh, hi, Roy. Welcome in, Roy. Yeah, send me the stuff so I can play it too. Make sure you get a letter from Roy saying that we're allowed to play it.
Homie got the rap, give me the sack. Let the good times roll. Therapy, earth, body, and soul. World, give me beat. Bel Air Kush, give me mental control. L lit back road. 5 hats told. The studio we roll. Bring relief. We the music all I need to know. Healthier than pill pop. Mother, give me herbs to fill spot. My medication can't to a kill shot. Ministries, lay hands in stressful situations. Out of all the girls in my life, Mary Jane, a reservation. Here at 23, raise your hands in liberation. A celebration, history free from information. Stand
All right, Lori, now we're talking. You should air dry for about another hour or so until I get into the back room. Drip dry, we'll call it. No. I didn't say anything about smelling your ass.
I'm in love with THC. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it.
Oh yeah, all right, cool, Tim. Yeah, that's what we gotta do.
Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. Roll that shit.
You the man. Oh, it's perfect. Exactly what we gotta do. Yep. It's gotta be in an MP3 or an MP4, unless you know something I don't. WTHC, that's calligraphy with THC, and I'm going to be jamming with them guys on the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, somewhere around there up in Ohio. I can't wait. It's going to be a great time. Anyway, what's going on? Hi.
Not much. I just wanted to
just drop the whole doctor thing. I'm like, what's up? Hi.
Just wanted to tell Lori, you were looking yesterday at those prints on the store, and I managed to get printed canvas up yesterday. That's a lot better price. So yeah, they're far less expensive than the fine art prints on paper. And I should have later on today a framed one also. But the best deal by far is the unframed canvas print. I mean, you can get the smallest size for $25 Canadian. So that means you can probably get it for around $18 or $19 printed on canvas in the US. So pretty good price.
She checked them out, she says.
Yeah.
I got to get over there and check them out.
I was quite pleased with that. I've been fighting with this thing like crazy, though, trying to get my images proper. It takes some, it doesn't take others. It's frustrating. So here's a fun article. Here's a fun one. Who would like to know which cities in the world consume the most cannabis and how much cannabis they consume? Ranked in order of consumption. Oh, yeah, that might be the paper print, not the canvas. Go back and take a look at the canvases because I didn't have it up yesterday when you took a look. So you might have missed this one. So the 2023 Cannabis Global Price Index collected cannabis prices from 140 cities around the world and ranked them from the least to the most expensive. The index also used its data to rank the cities with the highest cannabis consumption. To choose which cities it included in its ranking, the index said it first examined the highest and lowest cannabis consuming nations in the world. Right. It also looked at countries where cannabis is fully and partially legal, as well as where it is illegal, and used that information to pick its list of 140 cities. According to the findings,
we have some guesses over here. We got British Columbia, Canada, Oakland, California, New York, I think.
This the Facebook user. That said, 1, New York. Yes, you're 100% correct. New York is number 1. In New York City,
Woo, woo.
we consume
I don't even live in New York anymore. Damn it.
3 metric tons.
How much?
62.3 metric tons
a day?
Of cannabis a year. Oh, a year. In New York City. 62.3.
Thank you, Kelly Collins, and all of our other friends up there in New York. Woo, woo. I love you guys. Thank you.
Contributing to the cause.
I'll accept that award on your behalf, being an old New Yorker.
I want to find a calculator.
I definitely smoked some weed in New York last year, so I definitely was part of it. I was part of it last year. I definitely was there a couple times. Smoking weed.
So 62.3.
That is not pollution.
2,200 pounds. So they say that New York City last year went through 137,060 pounds. 137,060. That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. And that's just their guess, not to mention all the illegal people that they don't even know about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is probably dispensary sales and stuff.
That's probably just stuff that's regulated. We're talking for crying out loud. Yeah. What about the other 163 million pounds?
The next city in the world is Sydney, Australia.
Whoa, so Australia! Tree hugs, yes.
In New York City, the average price per gram is $12.50. So $12.50 a gram, which makes it $38 an eighth.
Basically what we used to pay when I was a kid. $35 a gram. An eighth, 30 an eighth.
Legality, it's legal. So the next city on the list is Sydney, Australia, where it's illegal. And the average price per gram. What's that? They're number two.
And it's illegal. Oh, totally 100% illegal. No medical, no nothing.
No, there's medical in Australia.
All right, because we were wrong before. Because if it's illegal, then they're probably counting the illegals.
They're trying to count in the black market too.
Yeah, so New York.
And the price per gram in Sydney is $10.70, and they consumed 4,500 metric tons. So basically, almost 20 metric tons less than New York City. But I imagine the population is substantially different too. New York City is what, 14, 15 million people?
Pussies.
Oh, how many people in New York City?
I have no fucking clue. I never counted them. I didn't count them.
So, third on the list is LA. Average price per gram.
LA was there. LA, whoever said LA.
And it's legal. Chicago, $11.40 a gram, and they consume 24 metric tons.
Fungi hooking us up there.
Rome, Italy.
Whoa.
It's illegal in Rome. $12.20 a gram and 21.9 metric tons. Now, isn't it funny, right? Every place we've mentioned since New York City, the price per gram is cheaper than in New York City. Wow. And in
everything's more expensive in New York. Crying out loud.
Right? So, next we have Houston.
DJ Nephew Nick in the house.
In Houston, it's partially legal, and the average price is $10.10 a gram.
Cheapskates.
Toronto, number 7. Whoa. Actually, Canada gets 3 cities in this list.
In the top
Toronto's at number 7, where it's legal. Price per gram, the cheapest so far of any city by $1 a gram at $7.30 a gram.
Holy shit! I'm going to Toronto, man.
Yep.
$7 a gram. What the hell?
Oh, there's a big one coming up here soon.
$45 a gram here for me. What the fuck?
The city with the 8th highest amount of consumption of cannabis in the world is Tokyo.
Hey,
so in Tokyo, it's illegal. Price per gram in Tokyo?
$3.
$34. $33.80.
Oh, because you can't get it. So they're like, yeah, you want it? Here you go.
Yeah.
We'll give it to you for the high price. We will sell it to you for the price of an eighth. Suckers.
Prague, Czechoslovakia is next, where it's illegal. $10.90 a gram. Vienna, Austria, illegal. $10.80 a gram. Hamburg, Germany, illegal. I think that should be changing very shortly because I think recreational is coming into Germany quite soon. So, wow.
What?
Oh, I just noticed that it was super dark outside, so I'm looking through the crack in the curtains here. All the leaves are flipped back so you can see the bottoms of them.
Yeah. All the leaves are brown. All the leaves are brown in the sky.
I love that music. The Mamas and the Papas.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Oh, so much great music from them.
I should play that sometime.
Yeah, it's a great song. So Vienna, Phoenix, Arizona, number 12. Montreal, Quebec. Oh, Montreal is a beautiful thing. I guess I can't wait to get there.
$3 a gram.
$5.
Why do you freeze every time you got something good to say? What'd you say? Hello? Tune in Tokyo.
Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal. Start there.
Yeah. Montreal. It's $5.90 a gram.
Oh, Canada.
Pretty good. Next is Melbourne, Australia, where it's illegal. It's $11 a gram. Philadelphia, partially legal, which means medical, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's me. Wait. Whoa. Slow down. That's me. Well, not me, but Pennsylvania.
How much did you pay for that ounce the other day?
Oh, good God. Too much. $240.
So $240. So that's about $8 a gram, $9 a gram, something like that. So
I don't know.
Let's see, 240.
You're the math major here, not me. That was not part of the agreement.
You paid $8.57 a gram. According to this study in Pennsylvania, you should have paid $11.30 a gram.
Yeah, but you know why? Because I spend so much, I get these damn benefits, and then they take money off, so.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
$2.20 is fair price for an ounce.
Where in Montreal, they're not kind to the English?
In Montreal, it's okay, but once you start getting outside of Montreal, then, I mean, there are areas just 20 minutes outside the city.
Am I going to get my ass beat?
You know?
Am I going to get my ass beat because I can't speak French?
No, not in Montreal, because Montreal is a tourist destination. So they see it differently, right? Because if you speak English, they don't know whether you're a Quebecer or whether you're
stupid American.
So, how you doing, Nick? You paid $100 for your ounce. That's not too bad. Like I was talking about the other day, I was out on the res the other day, and they had 3 ounces for $75.
That's my
3
friend.
ounces for $75.
Oh, I saw that. You told us about that. That's our friend Nicholas from Dirt Dogs International. He races little race car-y things. Yeah, we watched him. He crashed a lot the other night. It was great.
Okay. So the last couple of countries on the list is Üsküdar, which is in Turkey. I've never even heard of Üsküdar, which is strange, where it's illegal, $16.30 a gram. Dublin, Ireland, where it's illegal. Of course, we know it's illegal because we heard about that idiot. We did the article there a couple of weeks ago about buddy coming back through the airport with 17 kilos in his bag.
Right.
So,
dumbass. There goes that 17 kilos.
No wonder he was trying to bring it back in. It's $22.50 a gram. That guy was about to come up if he got through customs. And then, funnily enough, the second to last on the list is Denver. where it's legal, and it's $7.80 a gram. But Denver consumes 6.8 metric tons, where New York City consumes 64. 10% the amount of cannabis that they smoke in New York City.
Why?
Kind of, I don't know.
You're freezing up. Why?
And then the final city on the list is Annapolis, which I think is in Nova Scotia or New Brunswick.
Oh, Indiana.
There might be one in Indiana also. This is Annapolis. And price is $7.10 a gram. So pretty cool to see what's going on around the world.
Yeah, very interesting.
Where the people
very interesting. Yeah, that was cool. I don't know why, towards the end of every show, we always start to break up more and more. It's like.
So here we go, right here. The top 10 most expensive cities in the world for marijuana. Tokyo, because we knew it was $33.80 a gram. Then Dublin right behind it. Then we have Tallinn in Estonia. Then a city in Israel, Rishon LeZion, I don't know, where it's legal. Norway, $20.80. Oslo, Norway, $20.10. Moscow, $20 even.
Wow.
But what's that in rubles? And is that not under sanction? Are they still able to access cannabis even though the whole world is sanctioned them? We don't know.
We don't know what
then
the
Helsinki, Finland. Then you have the District of Columbia, where it's $19.10 a gram. Man, can you imagine? That's like a $600 ounce. That's crazy. And then you have Washington, D.C.
I'm not far. I wasn't far off of that. Just really recently, we were at like $400 an ounce. So.
Oh, I'm going to the best city in the world, man. 7 weeks, 6 weeks.
Montreal?
The 10 least expensive cities for cannabis in the world. Number 1, Montreal. Wow. $5.90 a gram. Number 2 is Bangalore, India.
Because it's all dirt. It's dirt weed.
Yeah, but in India, it's $6 a gram. Then there's Notre Dame, Canada. I don't know where Notre Dame is for sure. $6.20 a gram.
$60 for one pre-roll. What the fuck were you smoking? You on acid when you were there? I don't know.
Then we have Kabul, Afghanistan, $6.30 a gram. Vancouver, Charlottetown, PEI, $6.30 and $6.40. Sao Paulo, Brazil, $6.60. So out of the top 10 cheapest places for weed in the world, Canada has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 10 are in Canada. But that's because we're fully legal here.
And the United States had how many? None?
In that list, the U.S. had...
I don't think I heard any.
1. Portland, Oregon.
Oh, Oregon. Shout out to Oregon.
Hey, finally Canada did something better than America. That's unusual. We don't usually win.
Anyway.
So,
I'm ready to come back.
Pre-roll.
I have no idea what I'm talking over here. It's so confusing.
Chicago.
Well, I want to know who paid $60 for one pre-roll, because I got a bridge for sale.
Well,
oh my goodness.
Theoretically, when I was in the States, one nice joint cost you $100.
It doesn't tell me who you are. I know a you, but it says Facebook user. I don't know. Is it Timmy? Is it? I don't know.
Buckeye Culture Store. We're on vacation.
It's Tim. Thank God. Oh my God, this is like pulling teeth. It's painful trying to figure out who you guys are.
So the Ukraine is talking about legalizing cannabis so that it can ease the stress of the nonstop war.
You know what? They could give it to the Russians and then get them all high and be like, all right, now it's over. And take over.
You know, I'm really not sure how many of them guys actually want to fight, you know?
The Russians?
Because you gotta feel for them, right? Guaranteed inside any military force, you're going to have your soldiers that thrive. And interest in it. But then you have your soldiers who have joined the military for economic reasons and don't have that bloodlust or that will to fight, especially when there's no just cause for it, right? Because it's really an unjust situation what's going on over there. It's not fair for the Ukrainians, and I don't think it's really fair for the Russian soldiers who are forced to fight this war either, because I don't think all of them are fully committed to it, right? Philosophically, they're not. It's not. Their hearts aren't in it.
They don't have no clue what's going on in their country. They don't know. Yeah. The guy in charge is a jackass.
Yep.
All right, so Tim is explaining it over here. So it kind of like and when I talked to Pothead last night, basically she said yes, that's what she had was a hash stick, but then it was infused with and wrapped with some goodness, a blunt paper, I think, and then it had keef and more stuff on the outside, and it took hours, and it was $40 a joint, and it had the glass tip on the end. So yeah, you were right.
Have you ever seen that show, Most Expensivest, that's done by 2 Chainz?
No.
So it's a show. It's little 30-minute episodes, and 2 Chainz explores some of the most expensive things on earth, right? Like perfume, but he's a cannabis guy. So some of his episodes are done around cannabis products, and he did. Yes, you see what they just said? 10K blunt.
Yeah.
He did an episode where this
$10,000.
Yep, where this company in California is making these cannabis cigars that are infused, and all kinds of crazy things they're doing with them. And I mean, they are hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars to get these things. And I mean, you got to watch them actually make it, and very cool, right? Like they're actually using cannabis leaf wrapper that's been handled like tobacco leaf, right? Cured and all this stuff. That's very, very cool. Very cool. I don't know if I would. I'd have to be kind of a baller.
Or keep it in your closet. I mean, I'd be like, I'm afraid to smoke this thing.
I wouldn't be afraid to smoke it, but I might be afraid to spend the money to buy it.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. After I spend the money to buy it, I'm like, no, I want to just keep it and look at it now.
That's it.
Show it off.
Are we due for a commercial? Powerball winner. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a Powerball winner yesterday.
Yeah.
Somebody
Florida. Yeah, in Florida. All right, we'll be right back. You're listening to the Hippie and Dr. High on WTHC Radio. We love you guys.
Hello, this is Barbara Ann, and I love listening to WTHC Radio.
Hey, Mrs. Hippie, why don't we take a ride to Dauphin, PA today?
Dauphin? What's in Dauphin?
Bella's Badass Crystals.
Oh, but I thought you hang out with them on Facebook and on TikTok.
That's only on Mondays, Tuesdays, Saturdays, Sundays. Today, I want to go there and pick up all my great finds.
That sounds like a great road trip. That's Bella's Badass Crystals on TikTok and Facebook. But you can also find them on the top of the mountain in Dauphin, PA.
They are badass.
Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. If you need some kick-ass puppets, contact Thorge at 1-636-234-1535. He has all your puppet needs. He can fix. He's coming right through the painting. Custom-made puppets. The rack for Cheap prices. Contact Storage today at 1-636-234-1535 or on TikTok or Facebook at Badger Heart Puppetry. He also makes LARPing items, too.
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute. Hey, Dad, your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready.
Timmy,
in just a minute.
Timmy, to the office,
honey.
please. Timmy,
Why don't you?
are you coming on or no? Just so I know.
When you help care for a loved one,
I don't know if I saw the answer. If you already answered
sure
that,
they're
I keep
safe
missing it
but it's just as
because
important.
I don't know if it's you or not. Yes, sir. Yes,
we can
sir.
help with
You are.
information and useful tips on how you can maintain healthy life balance, care for your own physical and mental well-being, and manage the challenges of caring for a loved one. Because the better care you take of yourself, the better care you can provide for your loved one.
Okay, so you're not coming on.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're there for them.
Good to
We're
know.
here for you. Find free care
Stop,
guides to
you
support
guys
you
with
and your
the
loved one
different
at
names.
aarp.org/caregiving. That's
Oh my God, you're killing
aarp.org/caregiving.
me.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Okay, thank you.
All right, class. Let's hear what everyone did this
I
weekend.
am go live.
Well, I raised my older sister to a big oak tree. It was at least 100 years old. My mom said I must have set a record or something. And then we went down by a stream and perched up on this huge rock and saw all these little girls swimming around way below us. And then I rescued my little brother from an evil slug king who was guarding him at the bush fortress. And my sister and I brought him back to our super twig fort for safety. And then we all laid out and told stories until it got dark. And the Big Dipper led us all the way home.
Where
were you, Jill? No. We went to the forest. It's not that far away. Anyone want to come this weekend?
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week and find the fun, adventurous you. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You just think you can just take breaks when you want to, bucko?
My internet went out.
Oh.
That's why I'm on my phone.
I see you're on your phone now. Yeah, do you want to? We'll wrap it up at noon then?
Yeah, I think we could.
You got to pay the bill, bro. We need to sell more books, mother truckers. He's got to pay his internet bill.
Yeah, no kidding. No, I think it's got to do with the thunder and lightning that's happening right now.
In the middle
that's storm.
That's what my computer says.
Yeah, I figured all of a sudden, because you were here, and then all of a sudden it was just, boop, you were gone. I was like, something must have happened. He didn't, I didn't even see you walk up to hit something, or sit down. You weren't even here. Don't fucking tell me to shush,
No,
Story.
it's weird, because I just went out front, and it's really starting to rain hard in the front. Then I go to the backyard to let the dog in, because it's raining in the front yard, but it ain't raining in the back yet.
That's awesome. I love that.
Time is money, and money is blood and sweat. All time and sweat. I've got plenty. What I'm saying, I ain't bled out yet.
I want a Dr. High mush drink. Let's do one. Mushroom drink. Dr. High, you got them? You're gonna make your own brand of mushroom drinks?
No. Well, I got a 1,000 milligram one though in my cupboard. 1,000 milligrams psilocybin in one beverage. I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
Got to live my life this way. Forget the week to week, it's a struggle day to day. I ain't got much, I just got a trowel and flow. Hail a stone mason down the road I go. Yeah, well, time is money, and money is blood and sweat. All time else will I've got plenty. What I'm saying, I ain't blue at you. Oh, well, time is money, and money is blood and sweat. Oh, well, time is well, I've got plenty. What I'm saying, I ain't blood at you. I ain't blood at you. I ain't blood at you.
WTHC, that's my man Scotty Crosby, right out of the Poconos here. If you want him, hit him up. He's on all the multiple platforms. What's going on, Dr. High?
I like that song. I like that song. Stormy weather is what's going on.
Yeah, it's happening.
Stormy
We're getting
weather.
rain here too. It's probably your rain. We're getting some of it as well down here in the Pennsylvania area all day today.
I knew it was coming today, but they said on the weatherman said we wouldn't see it until later this afternoon. But
yeah, but you can't never trust those
now.
guys. They don't know what they're doing.
Mm-mm. No, you got a question there. Accuracy.
Yeah, I don't ever trust their accuracy.
Too much. I don't remember what we were talking about.
I don't either. We were talking about you were reading those things.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
Oh, I guess you can't do that anymore.
Can't do that anymore.
And I'm
I can't open anything on here. Hold on. Nice. The people have been downloading. Just everybody remember out there, go to my profile and take a look. I got a free book this week from Amazon.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm looking for something here and it's not working for me today.
Yeah, we went again. Are we frozen?
No, I'm here. Are you frozen?
No.
Oh, you look good. I'm sorry.
I
was concentrating on something else. I'm sorry.
Oh.
So we have Pothead coming in tomorrow. She's going to talk to us about your you have a bunch of questions for her about
I'm sure tomorrow will fly by. I'm sure if she's with us, I'm sure we'll fly by tomorrow because it's always interesting talking to somebody in the dispensary, you know? So that'll be really cool. Very cool. Looking forward to that. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited too. And I want to hear all about her new place where she's working and what she's doing now. Christopher's here. Hi, Christopher. So gonna translate that second plant tomorrow. It's really shot up the last couple days. I'll let you know how that turns out.
The one in the small pot, are you talking about, Chris? Because it looks to me like one of your pots is probably a pretty good size. The second one, look, they're two different sizes, I think, your planters, your pots. That's good. Just be gentle. Yeah, the smaller one. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think Friday will be fun. I always look forward to Fridays. They're nice. I don't know why I look forward to Fridays because I work harder on Saturday and Sunday than I do Monday to Friday. You know? I get more hours in on the weekend. But that's good.
I'm getting frustrated. I'm sorry. I'm here. What CBN is, Corinne. Hi, Corinne. How are you?
CBN is a cannabinoid that occurs as THC ages. So it is basically the cannabinoid is created when THC degrades. So that's why when you take cannabis that has been stored for a long time, you'll find that the percentage of CBN is higher over a longer period of time. Also, when you decarboxylate, you increase the level of CBN and decrease a little bit the level of THC that's in the product before you do your infusion with it. So the decarboxylation process does a little bit of the conversion. The longer, if you're looking to increase the amount of CBN, so if you're looking for a more physical high, a more sleepy type high, more sedative type high, CBN is contributing to that experience. So where normally you would decarboxylate for, let's say, 25 to 30 minutes in the oven to prepare cannabis for edibles, for gummies or cookies or brownies or whatever you may be doing. The reason that you do that decarboxylation period for only at 25, 30 minutes is so that you don't extend your amount of time and start to convert THC to CBN. So if you want a higher CBN concentration, instead of decarboxylating for 30 minutes, you can decarboxylate for an hour. And that'll start to highlight more of the CBN from there, which will be more sedative. That's one of the reasons that you usually find higher CBN in Rick Simpson oil, in RSO, because of the length of time that it's subjected to heat to remove the solvent. So I hope that gives you an idea as to what CBN's about. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask, because I love it. What's up, hippie?
Oh, yeah. I was concentrating over here, but then I heard the very ending of what you said. So I just want you to refresh again. So what does CBN do for you? Why would I want it to be CBN?
It's more sedative.
Hi, Misty.
Right, it's more sedative, and it's
going to make you more sleepy. It's gonna make you more relaxed.
Yes, exactly. More
you can
physical.
find CBN in your flour now, or
it's rare to find in flour too much CBN, unless that flour is pretty old, right, or hasn't been stored properly for a long period of time. To store cannabis for a long time, you simply vacuum seal it. Right, you vacuum seal it and store it in a cool, dark place, and that cannabis will retain a lot of its potency for the next year and a half, 2 years. Right, it'll be good for quite some time. But let's say you ended up with a hole in that bag and it lost its vacuum property, so there was oxygen leaching in. As that oxygen is available, then the cannabis can start to degrade. The cannabinoids can start to degrade, and the CBN percentage will start to increase as the THC degrades. So THC starts off basically as CBG or CBGA, right, and then converts into THCA, then into THC, and then CBN is the final phase of THC evolution, let's say. Good
morning. Hey, Stacks, what's up? I knew it.
Morning, Misty. How are you?
Stacks is out there. Tina asks, to go to CBD is better to go to the CBD dispensary or out all of convenience store. No, yesterday, I think we were discussing this yesterday. It's easiest and best, and we can teach you how to do it. I mean, it's going to take a couple days for you to get the items that you need. But I mean, if you're going to go to somewhere, I would go to a dispensary before I would go to any convenience store for your CBD.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do it in a couple days, in a week or so, we're going to be teaching you how to make your own CBD carts so you can make them, and it'll be fantastic. And you'll be able to get your own, and it's going to be cheaper, and you'll get, what would you say, 40 carts or something like that?
You would get from 10 grams of CBD isolate, which is what you've ordered, you'll get 20 carts.
Half gram, 20.
Yes. So the reality is, Tina, if you go to the dispensary and buy 1 cart of CBD, you're going to pay about the same money that we're going to teach you how to make 20 carts of CBD for the same money that you would spend on 1.
And it is not hard to make.
No, and you know exactly what's in it.
right? And you made it so it's safer.
Yeah, and that's the problem at the convenience store, right? Because CBD is deregulated. There's no barrier. Yeah, there's no barrier to entry into the marketplace, which means you have no idea what the production facility is like.
I don't want to scare anybody, but they could do anything to it. They could put fentanyl in it.
You always want to buy a product that comes with what they call a COA. And a COA is a certificate of analysis. Any reputable cannabis company will perform testing on their products before they go to market. And the COA is the document that they get back from the third-party lab that does the testing for them. Yeah, go ahead, Hippie.
So a COA, would that be on the package? Like, would you see a COA on the packaging?
No, what you'll see on the packaging is simply the analysis, the results of this COA that are relevant, right? Terpene content, total cannabinoids, THCA, THC, CBD, CBG, CBN. Yeah.
So if you get packages that don't have any of that information on there and it just says THC from California.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Huh?
I don't think much.
I don't either. I think you stay away to fucking shit. If it doesn't look real, it's not real. I mean, I can't express it enough.
I mean,
they're making it at home.
Yeah.
They could put anything in it. They could piss in the shit and be like, yo, here you go. It's CBD.
Yeah, at least when you're going to the dispensary, especially if your state is only medical, so the dispensary is designed only for medical patients, because we use the word dispensary for all distribution points for cannabis that are legal, right? But truthfully, a dispensary should be for medical patients, and then a cannabis retail store should be the other side of it, right? We can't define the difference between the two, because I think that medical companies should be held to a higher standard than recreational companies, but I think all companies should be at the same standard, because this is a consumable product. This is a product that goes into our bodies in one form or another. So I think it's really important that companies are diligent enough to test and then give us access to those testing results so that we can make a fair decision about what we consume, right? Like labeling food and stuff.
Tina, sweetheart, I want to make sure you're getting what we're trying to explain. Now, CBD is not going to get you stoned. You're not going to get this. CBD is something that everybody here and everybody out there should be on a regular routine, something, a little bit of it every day at least. It is only going to help you. It's all no negatives, all benefits. It's going to help with inflammatory. It's going to help. But it's something that you're not going to feel the effects immediately. You're going to feel them over time. When you stop taking it, that's when you're going to say, wow, I don't feel it. I feel the pain again. It's back. I feel those aches and pains, that body, pains and stuff.
The first thing I'd like to know is the pain that Tina experiences an inflammatory pain. So we don't need to know what your conditions are or anything like that. But
we
what
don't
I would
want to
like to know
if it's herpes or anything. We don't want to know if it's herpes. We just
is
want to
the
know.
pain you experience due to inflammation, such as arthritis. Arthritis is an inflammatory pain. Crohn's disease is an inflammatory bowel disease, right? So these are diseases that or conditions that involve inflammation. And this is really where CBD can be beneficial, is in targeting and helping with the inflammatory, either side effects from a medication you're taking.
Yes.
Yeah, I see that. So CBD is a good idea. I think that if you're using it for pain, you need to take a two-angle approach. What we're going to do is the hippie, for sure, is make a CBD cart.
Yeah.
But I would like the hippie also to make a distillate and CBD cart all at the same time, because we can do it all in the same process, all at the same time. We'll just do them in two little separate batches. But I think that you should have a small inclusion also, and a small inclusion of THC. So even like a 4-to-1, right? So if we use 400 milligrams of CBD, then we'd want to use 100 milligrams of THC, because they actually work better when they're both available as opposed to one on its own.
Well, I'm never going to turn down anything you suggest. I mean, that wasn't my route of plan, but I will do it for you. Of course, we'll do it.
Well, it'll teach the people.
Well, yeah, of course, it's for the people. Yeah, I want to teach.
Also,
I will sacrifice my stuff.
Well, you're not really sacrificing
because
because
it's still going to work for me because it'll be mostly CBD with a little THC. I'll be fine with it. Yeah.
Well, we can make the preparation to any strength you want. We can go 1-to-1 if you want.
Yeah, but I understand. I want to teach the people, so I'm willing to do it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're going to do that.
And it's just the process, right? It's the process people need to understand. And then once you understand the process, you can adjust the numbers to suit your own needs, right? It's how do you make it that we want to teach you so that when you want to make it for yourself, you can say, okay, the last time I made it, I tried 400 and 100. I got some results, but I think that I could,
I
could use a little stronger preparation, right? A more strong preparation. So then we can start to adjust the numbers from there until we're able to find the values that work best for you.
And the best part about all of that is we're here 5 days a week, 10 a.m. on the East Coast, 9, 8, and 7 a.m. on the West Coast.
So day by day, you can share your experience. And then we can play
how's it going? We can adjust it. We can fix it. Next batch, we can make it stronger. We're going to be here for you. So that's what this is all about. We're here for you. We're going to teach you how to use your medicine. We're going to help you with your medicine. We're going to help you grow your medicine if you have questions about that. That's what it's all about. What happens if you smoke too much? Now, I'm going to give you my suggestion first, and then I'll let Dr. High give you the truth. I feel like if you smoke too much and you don't get high anymore, you might have to do that dreaded word, the tolerance break. But I would try not to. I would go with, I'll do flour for a month, and then I'll switch over and I'll go to concentrates for a month, and then I'll go to pens for a month, carts, and then I'll go back to flour, and I try to, and then of course I'm always watching my high ends and my, the higher, values.
Yeah. How you doing, Jacob?
Yeah. Jacob is a dabber.
Yeah, dabs are good. So I just want to go back up. I want to say thank you to Corrine for asking. It's absolutely my pleasure. That's the whole reason I am here every day, with hopes that people will come to us with to find the answers that they either need or just simply are curious about. That's what it's all about for us, Corrine. So absolutely, it's 100% my pleasure to be able to help.
They're the best. I guess right now I'm learning more because as I hang out with this man here, he's teaching me more every day. So I've already learned. I feel like dabs are going to be where I want to go because I think that's the ultimate goal, is to have that as much pureness as possible with every, but at the same time, right now I would still say probably dabs get me the highest out of all of them.
Well, and you can play with dabs to change the level of high you get too. So with the same product, you can change your experience in multiple different ways.
Who is Facebook user? Who is Facebook user who just said they spent $200 on meds? Can you identify yourself? Do you mind?
And then, how are you, Mr. Flo? How are you doing today, Raggy? Haven't seen you this week very much. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. What I would say, Tina, is that Hippie can tell you exactly where he placed his order. It was the place I suggested out of California, I would imagine, that you dealt with. So he can direct you to exactly where to get the CBD from. And then from there, you need to go down to your local pharmacy or health food store and pick up a very small bottle of MCT oil. What you want is MCT, medium chain triglyceride, but I don't want to confuse it with what it actually is.
Yeah, just
MCT simply
oil.
ask for MCT oil.
All right, hold
period.
on.
Don't get a powdered version.
No, man, you're in the group or wherever you are right now. It's just coming up saying Facebook user. So it's hard for us to tell who it is. So every time you got to identify yourself. we have like, we're streaming in 5 different places, and each one is, so some people might not even see your posts. I see them, yes, but I didn't know who it was. $200 at the dispensary, and he got shit. But Dr. High can help you with that. He'll look up your dispensary right there by you where you go, and he'd be happy to tell you what you want to get the best high off of it, what they have available. So you just shout out your there you go. Put your eyes there, and I'll always know it's you. He can look up your dispensary. Just give him the name of it, and he'd be happy to look it up, and he'll tell you what you want and how you're going to get your best high.
I got a pound of Reggie, what we called it, of being thinking about making dabs, but I don't know how to do it. You know, I hesitate to teach anybody to do that because it's dangerous to make actual shatter. But if you're interested in making a different form of dab, such as rosin, absolutely, there's no problem to teach you how to do that. But it will cost a couple of bucks to make rosin because you'll need to get yourself a proper rosin press. If you're going to run through a pound, you can't really use a hair straightener.
You have to go to Chicago, Stacks? Jesus. They say yes. We're going to have to I'm going to get rid of that group, I think, and just have I don't know. I mean, I want the people here, but I
don't know what you mean.
It's everybody with the Facebook. It's so hard to keep track of who's talking.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Well, so he had to go all the way to Chicago. You live in Indiana, right, or something like that, Indianapolis or something. I don't know, somewhere over there. And he had to go to Chicago. Do you know the dispensary's name? Is that where you have to go every time? That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, anybody who spends any time with us or is on the show and is planning to go to a dispensary to pick up product, I'm more than happy while we're right here running the show to pull up your dispensary and go through it real quickly and help point you in the right direction to some of the products. I mean, obviously, I can only work upon what's published, but I can help you find the right stuff.
Okay, so you have your shady dude on the corner. But if you wanted to go to the dispensary, right, just tell us the name of the dispensary. I mean, I know that sucks. That's 4 hours. I wouldn't want to drive 4 hours to go to the dispensary, especially to come back to have stuff that could be the same as the guy on the street. Or, like, I don't know, that's a tough situation, Dr. Hodge.
Yeah, because, I mean, I can't advise you on that. Cannabis isn't something that you can look at a picture of and tell what the quality is like. And to tell you the truth, you never know what people are doing with it anymore. A lot of people are extracting it first. They're actually running it through butane, stripping off all the good stuff, and then reselling the product afterwards because it looks exactly like it's supposed to until you magnify it, until you look at it under magnification. Then you can see. So you just don't know. I mean, it could be
not to mention
a high CBD, low THC. It could be just poor quality cannabis. It could be your tolerance.
Not to mention the whole. Not to mention the whole. Fuck! Now it's gone. Damn it! The whole thing we were talking about the other day with the. Damn it! It's gone. Fuck! Son of a bitch! Brain fart.
Yeah. But that's the whole thing, right? Like you really have to. You got to understand, like when you're a consumer, especially when you're buying at that kind of volume. There's real money involved. So you have to pay attention to what you're spending the money on. And I would suggest spending a simple $20 on Amazon and buying yourself a jeweler's loupe and really looking at that cannabis under magnification to make sure the structure is correct, to make sure there's no mold in there.
I actually think my man Stacks has one of those, right? You have one of those things that you look at your coins with because he's a coin guy. So I know he might have one of them.
Well, yeah, you just may use a magnifying glass for a coin.
The thing about going to a dispensary with that is that they don't let you look at your weed. They don't even let you touch that shit. They're like, no.
But the assumption is in a dispensary.
Oh, and that's what I was going to say. That you never know. Even those prices, I forgot. Now I remember. Don't let me forget. The prices, the percentages are lies as well. Stacks. You never know. Yeah. Like they've been proven to be caught lying already, saying that it's 23%, but really it's 16. You know, and they're being caught.
And
lying.
your local guy, if you're on the down low dealing low key with somebody on the streets, they can tell you whatever they want, but I guarantee you they have not tested that product, because to do just a simple cannabinoid test on cannabis, you have to submit a sample of 50 grams, and it costs several thousands of dollars to run the test. So nobody working on the streets is doing that. They're just telling you whatever they want to tell you.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt here. I have had my share of those dudes on the shady guys. You know what we call them? My friends, still my friends. I love them to death. They've always been great to me. But you know, they pull up nowadays and they got they open up a duffel bag and they got every selection you want. I bet you 90% of it's the same shit, just with a different name on it, or
if you open it, you smell it, and you look at it, you'll know.
Well, but I mean, yeah, but to the average Joe, we'll know because we're learning from you and we're learning. But for 40 years, I didn't give a fuck. It was green. It smelled like weed. I put it in there and I smoked it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are probably still like that.
Yeah.
They don't like the whole one hit off of a bong thing. That was never me. But now I do it every time. I'm like, one little tiny piece. Enjoy that flavor. Enjoy that taste. Take another one, and I'm high within 2 or 3, and I'm not wasting a whole bowl full of weed.
Exactly. And what Carenza says there is true. On the First Nations territory, when you go into the dispensaries, you can actually handle the cannabis. They'll pass you the jar to take the lid off, to smell it, to have a good look at it. I mean, really, they have maintained the traditional ways of cannabis buying and selling.
The old drug dealer.
Yeah, I mean, they're just the traditional ways of buying a product like that.
At the festival that I went to, the 420 festival I went to last week or 2 weeks ago now, I think. But when I went to that, you could, they picked it up. They were like, here, look at it, smell it, touch it, whatever you want, fondle it, make love to it, just buy it. And
then we'll put it back in the jar and sell it to somebody else.
Right. That's what I'm like, no, I don't want this. And some of it looked like it had pricker bushes on it. I'm like, I don't want that. That doesn't even look like weed, man. That looks like tumbleweed or something. I don't even know.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is it's not legal. So unless all these guys are willing to take the pinch for going to this event, then who knows?
This was their how we get away with it and tell everybody this. This is what they were telling everybody is it's private property. And so the cops can't come here unless they're called. So as long as everybody's cool, then we're cool.
Yeah. See, $20. Nick says he paid $20 for a vape pen. That's pretty reasonable. $20 for a vape pen.
Yeah, that would you get it at the gas station, Nicholas.
I was going to say that's closer to wholesale pricing. Like just the device itself these days. When I was buying them, they're about $350, $380 for an empty pen. Now they're probably closer to $5 US.
You got it at a gas station. Dumbass. Yeah. You're sucking on kerosene and gasoline, bro, with a little urine.
Well, and the problem is, right, is people are going to make as much as they can get away with making. So
oh my God.
If you're making the real products, what it should cost you. And a vape pen completely made with a THC distillate should probably cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $13 to $15 maybe, if you're able to buy in volume, right? So if you're able to source your distillate at a good price, by the time you put it together, $13 to $15. So at 20
is the same shit, Nick. They're all, I don't know. Tell him, Dr. High, because I can't explain it to him again.
Well, the thing is you just don't know.
This wall over here, I'm like,
it's not. You know what I mean? Like people still want to believe in their fellow man, and they want to think that when they go into a store shop, everything is cool.
I'm the worst at it. I fall for fucking friends and bullshit all the time.
Yeah.
But you gotta learn that poison is poison, man.
Well, the thing is you're the consumer and you're taking it into your body, so you really want to be sure that whatever you're consuming is safe. the sad part is in some parts of the country, it's the only place you have access to anything. Right? You don't have access to a dispensary if you don't have a medical.
Yeah, that is true. Nicholas is in Texas. I'm sure they don't have very many dispensaries sitting around.
Oh, they have them in Texas, but I think it's only a medical state. So if you don't have the card, you probably can't access, right? So that's the sad part, and that's where legalization is going to be really a great thing, is because it will allow people access to safer things, right? Like, they should legalize just based upon the grounds that it's safer for the citizens.
I agree.
You know what I mean? If for no other reason, that's a pretty good one. So,
yeah,
you know, can't say.
Well, now I got
can't say.
Song I gotta do. You ready?
What's that?
I gotta do a 420 song.
Well, 420. I'm going to call it a day. So everybody enjoy the day. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. And we will see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. sharp.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Much love. I'm going to play a little Muck Sticky, and we'll be back. WTHC Radio. You got the Hippie and Dr. High. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. on the East Coast. That's 9 Central, 8 Mountain, 7 Pacific. Much love to you all. Peace.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Dr. High, do you want me to stick around, or do you want to?
No, we're good. Is there anything you wanted to talk about?